Welcome to Football Today TV. This is your home for updated football news. Feel free to share your opinions and remember to subscribe as we continue to grow our family. Arne Slot, the head coach of Liverpool Football Club, has been honest and open about what he sees as the biggest problem facing his team this season. After winning the Premier League in his first season in charge, expectations were high. But this campaign has been very different, and Slot has not tried to hide the club's struggles. Instead, he has spoken publicly about a challenge that he believes lies at the heart of Liverpool's recent difficulties. Liverpool's season has been marked by inconsistency and by a strange paradox. They create chances, but they struggle to score from open play. They defend well at times, but they also concede goals at the worst possible moments. And Arne Slot has repeatedly pointed to this issue as something that Liverpool must fix if they are to compete among the Premier League's best. Slot believes that the biggest problem for Liverpool is their reliance on set pieces, corners, free kicks, and other dead ball situations, rather than their ability to score from the rhythm of normal play. He has said in interviews that he thinks the modern Premier League relies too much on set plays and that this makes football less exciting overall. Slot has suggested that this could be part of the reason Liverpool find it hard to score goals in open play. Many of Liverpool's goals in recent matches, including a 5-2 win over West Ham United, came from corners or other set-piece situations. In fact, in a run of recent matches, Liverpool scored many of their goals from set plays rather than through tap-ins or long passing moves. This turnaround came after a difficult period earlier in the season when Liverpool had one of the worst set-piece records in the Premier League. But despite improvements, Slot still sees set-piece goals as a symptom of a deeper problem. When a team relies on set pieces, it shows a contrast. It shows that they are creating chances in matches, but not finishing them in the normal flow of the game. That means attackers are not scoring enough from open play. Slot has repeatedly mentioned this issue, especially after disappointing results where the side failed to make the most of good attacking positions. In the Premier League this season, Liverpool have often controlled possession, especially in games where they have more of the ball than their opponents. But too often, those matches have ended in frustration rather than goals. Slot has said that Liverpool create chances from open play, yet fail to score from them. In his view, this is not just bad luck. It is something the team must learn to solve. To fully understand why Slot sees this as such a big issue, we need to look at the context of Liverpool's season. Just 1 year ago, Liverpool were crowned Premier League champions for the first time in many years when Slot led the club to the title in his first campaign. That achievement was historic and gave fans huge hope for the future. But this season has not gone the same way. After such a successful first season, Liverpool started the new campaign with confidence, but soon ran into problems. They lost games they once might have won. They dropped points late in matches, and they conceded goals at times when most teams would hold firm. One key example came when Liverpool conceded a last-minute winner against Wolves in the Premier League, even though Liverpool had more possession and chances. Slot described it as the same old story, showing how recurring the situation had become. That loss summed up Liverpool's season in many ways. Despite commanding possession and creating opportunities, Liverpool struggled to convert them into goals from open play. Instead, they found themselves relying on set pieces to get results. Slot joked that at times matches felt like they were decided by moments from dead balls rather than the flow of the game. Slot's frustration with this situation stems from his football philosophy. He believes in controlled, attractive attacking play, building from defenders to midfielders to attackers, and scoring goals through movement and strategy rather than relying on corners or free kicks. This style of play was part of what made his team successful in the previous season. But this year, the reality of the Premier League has forced Liverpool into a different kind of football, one that Slot finds less enjoyable to coach and less effective over time. Beyond the set-piece issue, there are other factors that contribute to Liverpool's struggles. Injuries have affected key players. Star forward Mohamed Salah, now one of the most important figures in Liverpool history, has gone through a notable goal drought, his worst in the Premier League. Despite his immense talent and past success, he has struggled to find the net consistently this season, and Slot has publicly supported him, saying he believes Salah will overcome the slump. Another challenge has been the absence of key players through injury. Liverpool's creative midfielder Florian Wirtz, signed for a large transfer fee, has missed games due to a back injury, and his absence has been a setback for Liverpool's attack. Slot has acknowledged the difficulty of missing such an important player and the effect it has on Liverpool's rhythm in attack. Despite these problems, Liverpool have shown they can still perform at a high level. They have won games, they have created chances, and they remain competitive in the Premier League standings. But they are not where many expected them to be given their title win last season. Instead of being comfortable at the top of the table, they find themselves fighting for a Champions League qualification spot, and this has put pressure on Slot. Slot has also been critical of the Premier League as a whole, saying that the league's style of play has shifted toward directness and reliance on physical battles and set pieces. He has compared this with other leagues, like the Dutch Eredivisie, which he says often offers more fluid and enjoyable football. Slot believes this shift affects how teams like Liverpool can express themselves and score goals, and this is part of why he has spoken out about his concerns. Critics have taken different positions. Some say Liverpool's problems are down to tactical decisions or player choices. Others point to inconsistency and a lack of cohesion in the squad. But Slot himself has been consistent in what he identifies as the biggest issue: Liverpool's difficulty in scoring from open, dynamic attacking play. Instead, they have too often been forced to rely on set pieces, and that is not how Slot believes his best football should be played. It is important to understand that Slot's comments are not just about criticism. They show a coach trying to diagnose the problem honestly and openly. He knows Liverpool have talented players. He knows they can score goals and win games. But he also believes that if Liverpool want to reach the very top again and challenge for major trophies, they must improve in how they score from open play, not just from set pieces. That is why Slot has continually highlighted this as Liverpool's biggest problem. It affects every game, every strategy, and ultimately, the results Liverpool get on the pitch. And while improvements have been made in some areas, like their recent transformation into a team capable of scoring from set pieces, the deeper challenge remains. Liverpool must find a way to score more goals in the flow of play. Only then can they return to the level of dominance fans expect. In the end, Arne Slot's message is clear. Liverpool have the talent, they have the coaching, they have the support. But to overcome the biggest problem of this season, the struggle to score in open play and rely too much on set pieces, they must evolve, adapt, and find a way to harmonize their style with the reality of the Premier League. Only then will Liverpool be able to realize their full potential once again.